Hi engineers. Welcome back to Hospitality Engineering. Today we will see Boiler License Module 4 and Part 4. How to take Boiler Attendant License. What is the use of this license in your career? Mainly the hospitality industry? Any non-technical person can become technical by securing a second-class boiler attendant license. Also later, after 5 years of experience, he can appear for a first-class boiler attendant exam when notification arises from the State Director of Boilers. It gives additional value to your resume. Where is second-class boiler attendant required? The owner of a single boiler with a steam pipe of any type, the heating surface of which does not exceed 200 square meters, shall place the boiler in charge of a second-class boiler attendant. Where is first-class boiler attendant required? Having a total heating surface not exceeding 1,000 square meters shall keep the boiler or boilers in direct charge of a first as per the Boiler Attendants Rule, 2011. Eligibility criteria. Age, qualifications and experience for second-class boiler attendant candidates. A candidate for a certificate of competency as a boiler attendant of the second class shall not be less than 18 years of age and shall not be admitted to the examination unless he A. has passed matriculation or equivalent examination from a recognized institution or board, and B. has served for not less than 2 years in the capacity of a fireman or operator or pumpman or waterman or an assistant fireman or assistant operator on a steam boiler. C. has served for not less than 3 years as a fitter where boilers are manufactured or erected, operated or repaired. Out of this, he should have served as assistant fireman for at least 1 year, or D. must have served for not less than 2 years on small industrial boilers, in case of Industrial Training Institute's certificate holder. Age, qualifications and experience requirements for first-class boiler attendant candidates. A candidate for a certificate of competency as a boiler attendant of the first class shall not be less than 20 years of age and he possesses a certificate of the second class and shall not be admitted to the examination unless he has served for not less than 2 years, as boiler attendant with second-class certificate of competency as sole working charge of a boiler whose rated heating surface is not less than 50 square meters or B. produces from the head of an industrial or technical institution, a certificate stating that he has completed a 3 years course of training, 1 year of which must have been as an apprentice in a steam power plant of a mill or a factory or an engineering workshop where engines and boilers are repaired or made, and in addition has served for not less than 1 year as a sole working charge of a boiler of not less than 50 square meters of heating surface with second-class boiler attendant. Certificate of competency, or C. has worked for not less than 2 years as fireman or assistant fireman with second-class boiler attendant certificate of competency under the charge of first-class boiler attendant on boiler having heating surface of more than 50 square meters. Syllabus for second-class boiler attendant. A candidate, in order to be qualified for a certificate of competency of the second class, shall, inter alia, satisfy the examiners that A. he clearly understands 1. The working and management of a steam boiler and economizer. 2. The use and purpose of the various valves, cocks, mountings and fittings. 3. The precautions to be taken and procedure to be observed before starting fires and when raising steam. 4. The use of a feed pump and injector. V. The reading of the pressure gauge. 6. The need for periodical cleaning and pure water supply and for prevention of scale or other deposits on heating surfaces. 7. The need for periodical inspection of boilers and the manner in which they should be prepared for thorough inspection, hydraulic test and steam test. 8. The precautions to be taken before entering or allowing any person to enter a boiler that is connected to another boiler under steam. 9. The use of the best means of firing for the prevention of smoke. X. The danger of water lodging in steam pipes and the precautions to be observed in draining. 11. The procedure to be followed in the event of shortage of water, bulging or fracture of furnaces or flat plates, or bursting of tubes or opening accident to a boiler or steam pipe. 12. Precautions to be taken when starting an economizer to work after a period of rest, and 13. Procedure to be adopted in bringing an economizer into commission and also for putting it out of commission while the boiler is on steam, and that b. He is able 1. To stoke a boiler including cleaning and banking fires in a workmanlike manner. 2. To show how avoidable smoke may be prevented. 3. To blow through and test the correctness of water gauge glasses and test cocks. 4. To replace a gauge glass and show how a false water level might be shown. V. To ease a safety valve and use a blowdown cock or valve. 6. To adjust a high steam and low water safety valve and renew a fusible plug. 7. To pack pump or valve chest glands. 8. To grind and adjust cocks and valves. 9. To take a feed pump or injector to pieces and replace in working order, and X. To handle the appliances provided for keeping the economizer clean. Syllabus for first-class boiler attendant. A candidate, in order to be qualified for a certificate of competency of the first class, shall satisfy the examiners that in addition to the subjects specified for candidates for certificate of competency of the second class, he has at least a rudimentary knowledge of the principal elementary facts relating to combustion, heat and steam, and that he is able to explain inter alia a. The working and management of steam boilers, superheaters and economizer. b. The use and purpose of various valves, cocks, mounting fitting and other mountings fitting and other safety devices. C. Description and the functions of feed pumps, feed injector, feed regulators, feed water filters and softeners, feed heaters, air heaters, calorifiers, steam accumulators, forced draft, induced draft and automatic draft control devices. D. Answer to question on fact relating to combustion, heat and steam and calculate consumption of coal and water and quantity of steam that may be generated from a given great area of heating surface under the various systems of draft in any land boiler and also calculate the overall efficiency of boiler plant. E. The significance of principal appliance in use for the prevention of smoke and the principle on which they work and give description of the principal mechanical stokers, pulverizers, gas, oil, and pulverized fuel systems in use. F. The need for periodical cleaning, the methods used for prevention of scale or other deposits of heating surfaces and the necessity for maintaining a certain pH value in feed water. G. Detection of defects in boilers and state the means and methods of rectifying them. H. The precautions to be taken for starting a boiler and economizer from cold or from banked fire condition. I. The procedure to be adopted in putting an economizer out of commission while the boiler is on steam. J. The methods adopted for the achievement of fuel economy and the use of various instruments used in a boiler house. K. The principal causes and effects of corrosion and incrustation and the usual remedies employed. L. The object of the use of water softeners. M. The principles on which feed pumps and injectors work. N. The principles on which appliances for the prevention of smoke work, and O. The purpose of superheaters, economizers, feed heaters, feed filters, forced and induced draft appliances and mechanical stokers. Each state boiler inspectorate has website portal where you can see boiler attendant related exam details. Reference guide. We have provided the boiler operator's exam and boiler operator's guide in the description link. Also the boiler attendance rules, 2011 can be downloaded from the below link for the sample application, fee etc. Hope that you can sponsor your non-technical team members to the next boiler attendant examination and make a life difference in their career paths. Subscribe to our Hospitality Engineering channel for more information and training. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and share the video of our Hospitality channel.